Why? I think I'm on. It said live streaming wasn't available, but I guess it is. Hold on, wait for the bright light. Is anyone on? Let's see. Let's see what happens now. I'm not seeing anyone, so maybe I'm not. Live. That's horrible. Oh, somebody's on. I guess it said there was nobody on. They said it was, hey, how are you, Carolyn Nicole? Look at that bright. They said live streaming wasn't available, and I was a little worried. I was like, crap. I started late. How are we all doing, everyone? Get the light going. Sharona, what are you, bored, huh? Coming on. I have some good news from people. I think I got some good news from some people that I got an email from Shana, and she passed. Okay. So there we go. A little bright lights. Okay, somebody found me. Okay, good. Okay. Desi, how are you? From the Poconos. Okay. Hello, Arizona. Woof. Okay. I think we're doing well. Let's get some more lighting in here if I can. Although, as I say, I'm better in the dark. I don't mean it that way. I mean, I'm much better pre-electricity. Okay. How we doing, everyone? See, we got Carolyn, Nicole, Sharona, Shauna. Everyone congratulates Shauna. Okay. Ginger, Desi, right? I think Jennifer Sebron, and there we go. Okay. Everyone, we're all happy. We love to see people passing. Okay. I got that email. I was very happy to see that you nailed it. Okay. A couple other people nailed it. John, I told he's not allowed to listen, but John, who is on here sometimes, he passed the exam. I know that was a couple weeks ago. He's not allowed to comment tonight because I told him we were supposed to meet tonight, but he needs to do some more reading. So I sent his ass home and gave him some homework. Boom. Okay, hold on. I think there we go. So I got the ring light going, and it's now okay. That's a little better. Okay. Look at you all the way out in San Diego. It's like 5 p.m. for you. It's not so bad. Here it's bedtime for some. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how to do the live on Reddit and Facebook at the same time. We'll see. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to, but I'm going to try. And let's get going. Again, my name is Ken Finnan. I'm from Capital Advantage Tutoring. I am trying to help you guys pass the SIE. As I tell some of my students, I'm doing this for those who can't, really drop $150 an hour for tutoring. But if you want it, reach out to me. If you guys need material, down here is Achievable, which is pretty. Hey, Greg, how are you? And okay. I did see your video. I am so happy. I saw it on my margin video. I was hoping you'd come on and say something. I'm so happy for you. How was it? How'd you feel it was, Stephen? Because this guy commented that my videos helped him on the margin one, and I just wanted to say congratulations. I'm trying to help you pass the Series 7, 63, and all that. If you need materials, I have some down in the thing. Achievable is a good supplement for the SIE, and a good you standalone for the SIE supplement for we have something to say about Robin too. And it's in these Achievable is good for a supplement for the 7. I'm not 100% sure on that yet. There's STC Solid. You get a 15% discount. And supposedly they're offering the Premier Plus package for the regular. I have no idea what it is. Okay, everyone, congratulate Robin. She's fully done with all her exams. She passed her 26 on Monday, kicked the shit out of that exam. Okay. You know what? It doesn't, Shauna, it doesn't matter how many times you take it as long as you get over that wall. Remember that, everyone. If you fail or if you don't pass, okay? Okay. If you don't pass, yeah, Desi, we have to talk to find you a place that'll sponsor you, right? Because we'll leave it alone. But your current bank is not so forward for it. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think the Past Perfect really helps you. That's what I say. I think, again, everyone, I am so happy for Robin. She passed her 26 exam. She has the 63, and the 26. She can now run a desk. She's running a desk, and it was great. Now we just got to get her skydiving friend, Judy, who will not. She feels bad because she can't study as much. But it's all love. I tell her to come on anyway. So Robin, you can tell Judy her ears are ringing because I'm talking about it. Allie's usually on here. I wonder if she's on here. I haven't heard from her in a while, although it might have been my fault because she might have texted me. I didn't answer. Any questions on the actual stuff? Stephen, thanks for the feedback. Are you taking the 7 next? What are you doing? And I tell everyone, just start reading. Okay. I like it. Anyone have any specific questions? If they have them on there, I'm happy to help. One of the guys in the Reddit said he was going to try to do his own live or whatever. I think he's taking, who knows? But he said he was going to do on the more difficult topics. I don't know what he means. I don't get what the more difficult topics are. Few weeks. So get reading, Stephen. Just get on the reading. So SIE is November 4th. Ooh, right after the election day. So you're not allowed to look at any elections or stuff like that. Okay. So Barbara said something. Hold on. Barbara Marie. So how you feeling? How you studying? Stuff like that. So what's going on? Any topics that you're worried about? I have all these videos in here. I am almost done with chapter 9 of the book. So I've done, just so you guys all know. Oh God, February? Jesus Christ. Okay. So where are you in, like Puerto Rico or something where there's only one center? There's got to be other centers where you can take it. I'm just kidding. I don't really, who cares where you are? It's funny. So, I have no filter. What the hell was I talking about? I have no idea what I was talking. Okay. Oh, so I understand. I've done chapters 1 through 6. I'm not doing 7 and 8 because that's mutual funds and annuities, and I have the video on that. So I should have chapter 9 out, I hope tonight after this or tomorrow morning. Hoping to get that out. And I think I'm going to start. I think I started doing it. I'm trying to delete a lot of my lives because people just see this and they don't see all the other videos I have that are specific to topics. And I changed the makeup of my YouTube to do that. Okay. Anyone else taking the 65 in here? Yeah, Barbara, I have a video on risk. It's called How to Pass the SIE. It's all about the risk. I think it's in the suitability playlist. Okay. The thing is, so Sam, what you can do. Okay, first of all, let me get Christopher's. So if you're studying for the 65, just finish, get the book, it doesn't matter what vendor you get. As long as you get one of the big ones, you'll be fine. There's a lot of investment stuff. There's going to be some overlap from the 63. But, and then the good thing about the 65 is say you do miss it, boom, you can take the 66 right away. Unless you only have the 6, then you have to take the 65. Okay. Sam, I hope it helps. Okay. So that's what I'm trying to back and forth between 7. I should do the short margin video this weekend. I'll have the chapter 9 video out hopefully tonight. Okay. Yeah, look in the playlist called suitability. It might be there. Okay. Yeah. So okay. So yes, I'll answer that one question. So Sam, if you want to take some exams, if they won't take it for the 7, then you got to deal with it. There's nothing you can do about it. But what you can do is take the SIE, take the 63, 65, or 66, get them out of the way. Okay? Just get them out of the way. So this way, the only thing you have to take is the 7, and it shows you the initiative to them. But yeah, some firms do that where they make you wait a year and a half. Like Desi said, their firm, even though she could take it, they're not going to sponsor her to take the 7. So she should take the SIE, the 63, and the 66 while she's trying to beg them to let her or finding a new place to go. Okay. Now, I know, Nicole, you said 5% markup. So let me hit that in a second. So, there's no such thing really as a non-carrying firm, but that is an introducing broker-dealer. I don't want to say it's not called a non-carrying firm. It just is not a carrying firm. So an introducing broker-dealer really is just a broker-dealer that doesn't hold customer accounts or anything. They actually introduce it to a larger firm that does all the executions and everything. And you get, in the little firm, like let's say firm A is an introducing broker-dealer and they work with JP Morgan, I'll say. JP Morgan will then, all the accounts that broker A has will be opened at JP Morgan, and then JP Morgan will pay broker A for the business. Okay. No, you don't need to be sponsored to take the 65. Oh God, that's right. You did tell me you had all them. We got to find a new place for you. If you don't want to sit there and wait for it, we're gonna have to find a new place for you. There will be places. There's other banks and stuff like that. Bank of America is right around the corner from where you are. So if you're on 47th or whatever, 45th, Bank of America is around the corner. Not even that big a difference. Okay. Now, Nicole, the 5% markup is basically it's a guideline of it's the 5% markup and commission rule. It's basically just the guideline for if you're going to do a trade, and then anything with a prospectus is exempt. So mutual funds, IPOs don't deal with this. Anything that's actually exempt is exempt. Treasuries, munis don't deal with it. So this is for corporate securities, and the 5% markup is the guideline of how much you can charge. So if you buy $5,000 worth of stock, you really shouldn't be charging them more than $250 worth of commission or markup. That's all it is. It's not a rule, it's a guideline. And what can you can't use the fact that you want to make money as a reason. Okay. You're allowed to make money, but you can't just say, oh, I want to charge a lot of money, and I can. So if you charge more than a 5% markup or commission, you better have a good reason for it, and you better disclose it. Like if you do a normal, okay, pretty much only corporate securities. So if you have a good reason, like the example they always give, if you have a mom who has her kid and she wants to buy him one share of Disney stock, his or her one share of Disney stock, just to put on their wall, but you normally charge a minimum ticket charge of $25. Well, if the stock is $75, you're going to charge $25 because that's your minimum charge. You just have to tell them, by the way, I'm charging you $25, which is almost it's a 33% commission. That's normally bad, but you're telling them, and it's part of your normal practice, that's fine. So if you charge more than that, there are reasons why you can. It's just that's, hey, God, I'm crazy. So it's just that you have to let them know. Okay. Now, yes, Christopher, you don't need to be sponsored for the 65. Okay. No, I'm not yet. So eventually I'm working with them. It's not going to be I'm not doing a co-host. I haven't talked to him yet, but I think somebody made a good point. I should bring him on as a guest host, like once a month or something like that. So not yet. Why, you don't like what I do? Should you? Okay. So now, and it's going to take me a couple weeks anyway to figure out the whole how to get the second screen on there. Okay. Now, okay. Penny stocks. Thank you. I couldn't remember what he was asking. Penny stocks are unlisted securities. They're under $5 and they're unlisted. And if you do sell penny stocks, if you do it randomly, there's a lot of rules that don't apply. But if you do sell penny stocks, you have to make sure that you give them a disclosure doc. You have to have a signed suitability statement. You have to tell them what the current quote is. You have to tell them what you're making on it. You have to tell them what the firm is making on it. A lot of rules. Okay. So penny stocks are only under 5 and not on an exchange. So for example, Citibank, okay. So Citibank was a $4 stock, but it was trading on the New York Stock Exchange. So it was not a penny stock. But you have some other stock that's trading at 4 that's either on the pink sheets of the bulletin board, unlisted, that would be a penny stock. Okay? That's why a lot of companies, when they're low, they'll do a reverse stock split. Say they're at $3, they'll do like a 1 for 3 reverse stock split or a 1 for 10 to get it up to $9 or $30. So it's above the $5 rule. So it doesn't look like a penny stock anymore. But usually a reverse split is a bad thing. It's usually a sign that the company's in trouble. A regular split is good. We saw Tesla and Apple do it. But a reverse split is usually pretty bad. Okay. Okay. It's a fair question. So the reason you can't, it's two things. CMOs have prepayment risk and extension risk. So you don't know when it's going to be prepaid. So remember, there's tranches, tranche A, tranche B, tranche C. These are all the different tranches. So if we set it up, if you buy a 2-year tranche, like so you say you buy tranche A, which is 1 to 3 years, I'm making that up. If you buy tranche A and it's like a 1 to 3 year average life, they don't know when during that 3 years it's going to be matured or even if it will. Because yes, they can last for 30 years, but people refinance their mortgages. Most mortgages don't get refinanced. Get refinanced. They don't make it to maturity. So we don't know when it's going to happen. So we can't actually say, oh, by the way, your thing's going to mature in 8 years, because we don't know. It's up to the whims of the various people who own the mortgages and pay them off. And the reason you can't compare it to any other security is because it is nothing like any other security. Think about it. If you have a mortgage-backed security, you're getting your money every month, which is unlike bonds or anything else. If interest rates drop, people refinance their mortgages, and the value of your CMO goes down because people are buying it off. Now, if interest rates go up, well, then people are not repaying their mortgages, and you're stuck in a lower mortgage when there's higher ones. So the value of your product goes down. So no matter what you do, the value of the product drops. That's the problem, is that a CMO, if people refinance, it drops. If people don't refinance because interest rates are going up, just like interest rate risk, which this is called extension risk, it drops in value because it's not as much. Okay. I think that's all the questions. You guys let me out of here early? Okay. What is ETF trading venue? I don't know what that means. Maybe they mean value. So they might say, where does an ETF trade? What does ETF stand for? ETF stands for, okay. John, how are you? So ETF is an exchange traded fund. The only thing I can think of is that they trade on an exchange. Huh. Oh, what is, okay. So the only thing I can think is that it trades on an exchange. Okay. John, thank you so much. So an ETF trades on exchange. It could trade on the New York Stock Exchange, on NASDAQ, on any of them. Like you can buy ETFs on any exchange. Although I don't know, really, the CBOE is more for options. So maybe it's where ETF options trade. I don't know, because I don't think ETFs trade anywhere but on the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, and some over the counter. Now remember, anything that's over the counter is illiquid. Anything on the exchanges are liquid. So anything over the counter and unlisted has liquidity risk. That's why they say small cap stocks have liquidity risk. Things on an exchange do not. SHA, I think, I don't know what the question is. Maybe they just showed 4 places and it was the only place that was an exchange. I don't know. I mean, they don't trade. They usually don't trade on. I'm actually looking this up as we speak to see if I could be wrong, but I doubt it. I guess they can. Oh, that's 2010. Jeez. Okay. So about ETFs. Look, they trade on exchanges. That's what it is. I know that they trade on. Let's see if they trade anywhere else. I got New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange. I don't know what that would be. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if that can help. I don't know if that helps you at all. Okay. So let me get that out of the way. We're going. Okay. So now, Alyssa. Okay. I'll work on that, Nicole. Alyssa. So a structured product is usually some sort of, like, they put 2 things together, like some sort of equity or bond or whatever it is, with a derivative, okay, to replicate something else. So you're putting like some sort of debt or equity with a derivative, like a bond or an interest rate, something that, and you don't have to break it down like into this thing, but it replicates a bond or some other product, okay? So a structured product, but the big thing they have, what you're gonna have to know on the test, 1, they're not that liquid, but 2, they have some sort of principal protection. Like you can't lose your money. That's what the point is. So they're made to, so that you're not really going to lose your money. I hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Now, so the whole point is that what they're going to do is they're going to take like a normal bond, and then add some either interest rate derivatives or something derivative to it to make it replicate something else. But the thing is, it's usually a quality bond, so that you're not going to. So this way, you're not really worried about losing your money so much. Okay, I can see the ring light. Okay, now, Alyssa, I hope that helps. Again, you don't have to go deep into it. There's no question on the exam that goes deep into it to break it up. But again, a structured product is a packaged good, okay, that that takes a bond and adds some sort of derivative to it to make it act like something else, maybe some equity product or something like that. The big thing is it's good for retail, accredited people don't have to buy it, and there's some sort of principal protection. Okay. So good, Kelly, solid stuff. Okay. So Eastern versus Western. The way I remember it is that Eastern, we're all together, like the Eastern Bloc countries. They're all together, and they all help each other out. Western, it's a wild, wild west. You're on your own. That's the way I remember it. So Western, if I'm short, Western means divided, but it's a wild west. You're 100% on your own. You don't have to help anyone else out. Eastern is you're together, so you have to help each other out. Okay. Now. Okay, so all index options are European style except for the OEX. European style means, well, Sergio, if they ask, I'll ask, so I'll do the spoofing. So if there now, OEX, European style means you can only exercise at expiration. American style, we're the best, so you can exercise anytime you want. Now remember, all options can be traded anytime, but your index options or European style options can only be exercised at expiration. Okay? American style can be exercised anytime they want. Okay, so Sergio brought up spoofing. Okay, so spoofing is basically when you place fake trades. So it's like if you ever see mark in the open or mark in the close, it's kind of the same thing where you're placing trades to make it trade in a certain way. So you're placing orders on the market that you do not expect to be executed, and you cancel them right away. It pushes the market up because the algorithms can read orders. And what happens if they see a bunch of little tiny orders to buy, the algorithm goes, oh, hey, I want to buy it. So boom, okay? So basically, the spoofing part is where you're pretending to be there. So if you place a bunch of little tiny orders on the buy side, it's going to cause the market to go up because the algorithm will think, oh, there's a lot of buyers, so it'll start buying, and that's illegal. That's manipulation. So if you put a lot of basically LV, so if you put a lot of sell orders on, okay, if you put a lot of sell orders on and don't expect the market to do them, you're just doing them to make it look like they're sellers. That's spoofing, and that pushes it down. Mark in the open and mark in the close are sort of the same thing, where you're placing a bunch of orders right before the opening to make it open a certain way, or you're putting orders right before the close to make it close a certain price. That's the same as like there's capping. Capping is when you place a bunch of sell orders to keep it from going above a certain price. Pegging is buying and selling to make it trade at a certain price, okay? All these things are manipulative. Front running. What the hell is front running? Front running is when a customer gives you an order and you buy in front of them. If they tell you, oh, I'm going to place a buy order, and you buy it for yourself in front of them and then flip it out when it's higher because their order pushed it up. That's front running. Trading ahead of a research report. That's if your buddy or your roommate says, oh, we're doing a research report tomorrow, and we're going to talk about how great IBM is, and they know the stock's going to go up, and you buy it before it gets published. That's trading out of a research report. It's technically insider trading. It's illegal. You can't do that. Free riding is when you buy stock on a Monday and you know it doesn't settle. You don't have to pay for it till Friday. So you buy it on Monday for 50, and then on Tuesday you sell it for like 55. And then you say, oh, just use the stock I sold, the money I got from selling it, to pay for the buy. That's illegal. You can't do that. So it's called free riding. And if you do that, so what you have to do is pay for the stock first, and then you can sell it anytime you want, but you should not be able to withdraw the money until you actually pay for the stock. If you do it ahead of time, they freeze your account. And what does that mean if they freeze your account? If they freeze your account, that means it's frozen for 90 days. And what does that mean? Anyone know what freezing your account means? It's for 90 days. What does that mean? Nicole, I hope that helped with the Eastern versus Western. Alyssa, did that help with the structured? And it's not very deep on the test. If it does, let me know. If it doesn't, I can go deeper into it. Okay. So the FINE program, okay, if you sign up for that, the FINE program is once you pass the SIE, you can oh, perfect. So if you sign up for the FINE program, okay, you can if you sign up for the FINE program, you can only do it if you're not registered or if you have the SIE. You can opt in. Go back on what happens when they freeze your account. I need to have an answer, baby, while I'm doing the other stuff. So the FINE program is run by FINRA, and once you pass the SIE, you can opt in. And there are some okay. So what does that mean? I need to hear what Kelly. Good. So it's a 90-day resection. What does it mean? So Carson, I'll help you in 1 second. So the FINE program, you put your name in, and then there's like 25 or 30 firms that can do it. Somebody I talked to got one reach out from them. From like, again, the bigger firms aren't in there, but get your name out there. I guess the one kid I talked to said it was like LinkedIn for FINRA. Okay. Joseph, how are you? Welcome. Congratulations, Joseph. I know that he passed his exams. Are you totally done now? Are you full on done? I hope so. Congratulations, Joe. Okay. Shaw, if you want me to do buy stop or buy stop limit, go into last week's, watch that. And if I didn't cover it, because I think I've done buy stop limit every week for the last 3 weeks. Easily go into my live and do that. Okay. So here we go. Okay. Oh, you finally got on live, right? I think you said you could never make the lives, but I helped. Okay. So freezing your account. Joseph, I am so happy for you. So now, and go make your billions now, right? So now you're going to make money and go out for drinks when I come down to Miami. So now, or Boca, I can do that. Now, freezing your account is if you free ride, they freeze your account. All that means is that whenever you do trades, you have to pay for them up front. You can do margin. You can actually do a margin on it, but you have to pay for it. So if you buy $10,000 worth, if you try to buy $10,000 worth of stock in a cash account, you have to have the 10 grand in there first. Perfect. If you have a margin account, you have to pay that 50% first. The only thing that freezing your account does not let you it doesn't let you pay for stuff 4 days later. When I first started, I think I was like 16 trading on my mom's account. I was trading options. Every December, I'd buy Toys R Us calls, and every January, I'd sell them for a profit. But one day, I didn't have the money. So what happened was, I don't know what that is. And Joshua is about to get his ass handed off. Okay. And Joshua, we're going to put you in a little timeout. There we go. And then we're going to delete your ass. There we go. Look at that. Joshua is gone with his stupid faces. Okay, so now, Carson, I'll get to you in 1 second. So now, okay. Okay, so, now you want to do the 66. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Carson, I promise I won't forget about you. I just had to delete some of that. So now, yeah, go for the 66. But Joseph, just focus on reading. And Jimmy, I will go over the withdrawals. Okay, so now, Carson, so let me read your stuff again. I'm 19, extremely inspired, profitable trader. That's great. And I'm ready for the next step. My question is, would you take the same path or do something different? Any insight? Okay, so what happens is, Carson, so if you're going to be working for a trading firm, you might not need the 7. Like if depending where you are, there's a couple prop trading firms like 7 Points, and there's a couple like where you can trade, and they give you a percentage of what you bring in. But you'll need the SIE in the Series 57. Most people don't actually trade. So if you're going to trade your own money or work for a hedge fund or something, maybe get your 65 instead of the 7. Most people who get the Series 7, who work for broker dealers, aren't trading. So maybe find one of these prop trading firms. You can reach out to me. I'll give you a couple of names. I mean, there's Hold Brothers. They're not, none of these prop trading places are good. I think 7 Points is fine. They're small, but they're good guys. I think, where was the other one? Somebody said he was going to, I don't remember, Bright Trading or something like that, where you you put money up and then they will give you leverage on top of it. The problem with those is that they care more about you trading so they can get commissions than making money. But a place like 7 Points, they don't let you put money up, but they don't give you a lot of trading room until you prove yourself, and they give you a they give you like 50% of what you make. But you're not putting money up, but you do need the 57. So if you want to be a trader, Carson, I would go for the SIE and then the Series 57. But the problem is you need to be sponsored for that. You can take the SIE, the 63, 65, and 66 by yourself. You need to be sponsored. Desi, you're right. You can trade. Just never mind. I'm not going to go back to that. You can get the SIE, the 63, 65, 66 without being sponsored. You have to be sponsored to get the 57 or the 7. The 57 is for equity traders. Carson, hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Okay, if interest rates, this is what Nicole said. So if interest rates increase, the interest payable on outstanding bonds doesn't change. It doesn't, because think about it. If I issue a bond, if I issue a 5% bond, it is always a 5% bond. It is always, whether I have a contract with the person who bought that bond for me to pay them 5% a year, every year, and then give $1,000. If interest rates go to 7%, I'm not paying you more. Screw that. I'm sticking at the 5. Then if interest rates go down, I go, whoa, I want to do better. So the only way, if interest rates drop, the only way for me to help myself out is to issue a new bond at a lower rate and then pay off the old bond. But either way, we have a contract. I'm going to pay you 5% a year for, which is, $25 every 6 months. I'm going to pay you for that every single year. Guys, if I'm helping you, please hit like and please hit share. And if you do like what I'm doing, subscribe and hit the little bell button so you know what I'm doing. Okay. So that you know when I'm doing this again. Next step. So if interest rates rise, the price of your bond drops because it's always 5%. Rates go up to 7. Now this thing, who wants a 5% bond when they can get a 7? So the price will have to drop to make it more attractive so that people will be wanting to buy it, okay? So if interest rates drop, well, yours looks good because it's 5%, so the price will go up until it's no longer a bargain. Hope that helps, Nicole. Remember, interest rate, coupon, nominal, never effing changes, okay? Boom, Kelly, pay for it first on the frozen, okay. Yeah, so, okay, so now, oh, wow, okay. Boom, hold on, a lot of people wrote, okay. Boom, okay, so, Jimmy, okay, I hope that helped. So now, oh, boom, oh, you're in Naples. My mom's in Naples, that's funny, okay. So now, can you have early withdrawals for IRAs? Oh, so, again, if you go, Carson, there is I think they have an office in, I know that's not close, but everyone's working from home anyway. If you look up 7 Points, you might be able to talk to them. Tell them Ken sent you. If you're in Naples, I think they have an office in Miami. I know that's a 90-minute drive, but since everyone's working from home, you might be able to pull it off. Okay. So, Jimmy, so if you put money in an IRA, that's a qualified account, which means you cannot take it out to your 59.5, correct? So you actually can, just have to have a reason, okay? So if you take it out before you're 59.5 for no good reason, they're going to jack a 10% penalty on top of what you're. So if you're in the 25% bracket, make it 35. If you're in the I'm not saying a word about whatever's going to happen, but if your rates go up, it's always going to be add 10%. Now there are reasons to take it out. So you can take it out before 59.5, and you have to start taking it out at 72. Okay, have to. Now, on the short side, if once you turn 50, you can drop an extra 1,000 in. Now let's talk about the withdrawals from the IRAs, okay? So you can take it out for education. You can take it out for a first-time home buyer. You can take it out for extremely unbelievable medical expenses, okay? Premiums that are uncovered. I forgot what it was. It's extreme medical expenses. You can take it out if they die. You can take it out. Is there another one? There might be another one. So let's see. See, I try to do this in my head, and it's 9 o'clock at night, and I'm old. Okay. Granted, I'm not going to bed till 2. You can take it out for death, disability, extreme medical expenses. I didn't know that. I had to look it up. First-time home buyer, education. Okay? Kind of works without a penalty. If you're 59.5. Those are all things that you can take it out without a penalty. Okay. For an initial transaction in a margin account, the industry requirement to short stocks below $5 is there. Okay. What do they mean by that? Okay, so no. Okay. Okay. Hey, he came back. Joshua came back. I love it. Let's block his ass. Let's do that. Boom. We'll report him first just as an asshole. Boom. We'll do that. And then we'll hide him again. Thank you, Joshua. I love seeing all your stuff being hidden. So boom, we're going to remove you. We'll do that. How about that? Boy, Joshua's just hanging out, huh? Good thing all your shit's hidden. Nobody can see all the bad stuff you're saying, Joshua, except for me. And you can't offend me. I can just kick your ass out. Let me find a good one to kick him out on. Boom, here we go. There we go. We're going to put him in a timeout again. I'll hide the user. There we go. Say all you want. It's all gone. There we go. Okay. Here we go. So now, yeah, he's a weird guy. It's right. I'm not worried about it. Okay. And maybe he can see me and I can call him as a loser, so it doesn't matter. So now let's go. Okay. Shh. Somebody brought up, okay, so initial transaction. So what they're saying is that if I sell short stock and the stock is under $5 a share, I have to deposit at least 100% of the value, or $2.50 a share, whichever is greater, which is what you just wrote, and now I'll put it in English. If I short 1,000 shares at $2 a share, that's $2,000. Okay, that would be the 100% would be $2,000, or $2.50 a share. So 250 times 1,000 is 2,500. I have to deposit 2,500. Easy stuff. Okay. Now, if I short 1,000 shares at $4, well, 100% is $4. And so that's, or 250 a share, which is 2,500. I have to put down the 4,000. The whole thing is there's a lot of risk on those because they want to make it more expensive to short cheap stocks because it really just does beat them up. Okay. Now, if, so what I do is I go this, if you short stock between 0 and 250, you put down 250. If you short stock between 250 and 5, you put down 100%. That's the way I remember it. And remember, never less than $2,000. Don't get fooled by that. I always do that to my students. I say, oh, they shorted 200 shares at $3 a share. And they go, oh, it's $3, it's 3,000, or it's $3 a share. No, it's $2,000 because you can never put down less than $2,000. Okay. Okay. Hope that helped, Carolyn. Okay. Right. So, okay. So now, does that make sense now? Perfect. Okay. New bonds will be issued at a higher price, which makes the old one done. Joseph, thank you. That's great feedback. Joseph said he got a lot of questions on munis, options, customer accounts. Not too many margin. It's true. You're not going to get a lot of margin, but you will get a crap ton of suitability. Okay. Okay. Good. Boom. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Sergio. Boom, boom. Practice questions. Okay. Are SEC practicing enough for SIE? Yes. Because look, if you do the book, if you read the book and do the questions, that's enough. If you start feeling like you're memorizing, go down in here, you buy the Achievable for $70, you get new questions. You can go to Kaplan, get questions for like 85, 90 bucks. You can go to Training Consultants or Past Perfect and buy questions. All those work. Okay, but I don't know that you really need it. Okay. Are you running? Here's the thing. So, are you running? Yeah, Shauna, he is. He might have answered you before I get to it, but he's working on the 66. He nailed the SIE, the 7, and the 63, and he's trying to do even better and get the 66. Shauna, if you want to try other practice questions because you're running out of STC, don't spend a lot of money. Go down and hit the Achievable thing. It's like 75 bucks, and you get the whole program and new questions. But really, before you do that, go onto the Notman site, which I think I've said before. Go on to the Notman site and download their free practice test. You got to find it a little bit, but download their free practice question and then do that and come on here and tell us how you did. It's legitimately difficult. Also, everyone, okay. I have no idea who Joshua is. So, yeah, everyone know. Did I say Shauna? I forgot. So Robin passed, Shauna passed, Joseph passed. Somebody else came on and said it. Okay. Oh, Steven nailed it. Okay. Okay. I had an SIE. Okay. Okay. Good. I'm glad I didn't miss it. Good. Okay. Just sees. Okay. Yeah, I think I blocked him and reported him. I'll see what happens. I'm not worried about it. Oh, thanks. You know what? It always happens when you do a live. I just kind of handle it, move on. I'm not going to get upset by it. Trust me, I worked on the stock exchange for 20 something years. I can't be insulted. Okay. Don't try, but I can't be insulted. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing, Shah, I don't think the SIE has tricky questions. I don't. I mean, granted, I know this stuff, but I think they're much more straightforward than STC and Kaplan. So have you tried have you tried the FINRA one on their website? Okay. That's kind of the way to do it. Take a look at the FINRA website. If you take that one, and remember, I have the video where after you take it, you can do it. Oh, there it is. Anthony, congratulations, my man. I love it. I'm so happy for you. You're done. You're all done with everything. That's awesome. I am so happy for you. Okay. Again, I don't think they're tricky. I do think the SIE and the top off are more straightforward, not easier, straightforward than the practice exams. Also, I mentioned something before, and some people didn't see it. Guys, at least if you're doing the SIE, not a big deal, but at least once a week, put a mask on and take a test, just so that it's not the first thing you hit, and you're like, oh my God, I'm wearing a mask and I can't get used to it. Because on the SIE, yeah, it's maybe an hour or so you can deal with it. But with the top off, you're sitting there for 3 hours, it may start bugging you, and then if you start sweating or getting worried, it's tough. So practice with a mask on all the time. Hey, Anthony, again, I'm so happy that you nailed it. Okay. Customer account questions, everything, like what an ACAS, what you do to open an account, what kind of documents you need. If it's a corporation opens, what do you need? One of them, you need the corporate charter, or do need a list of authorized traders, because if a corporation opens an account, don't you have to know who can place the trades? I would think that would make sense, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so, okay, got it. Okay. Thanks, Robin, I appreciate it. That's super nice of you to say. See, everyone goes like this. Okay. Oh, Alyssa, I'll get to that. Okay. I'm trying to catch up. You guys are talking like a storm. This is awesome. Okay. So, couple of things, right? If you start taking questions and you're noticing that you're answering because you're memorizing, stop. Find another vendor and do something, but focus on the reading. I would say take a test, read the lowest 2 sections, maybe for 2 days, then take another test. Don't take a test every day. Some firms require it and you got to deal with what you have to deal with, but what it is. Guys, all you guys are my students who give me props for helping you. Yes, I'm not saying I didn't help you, but you would not pass if you didn't do the work. All you guys who passed or got close or whatever it is, understand that it comes down to you're doing the work. I'm helping, I'm guiding you, right? Even these things, I'm setting the right direction. But you guys are doing all the work. It really is. You guys are the heroes. Okay, it's good. Okay. Okay, Alyssa, a LEAP contract is basically an option that's long term. So, like, you can have they don't usually do them on. They usually do them on index options, not really specific stocks, but they can. A LEAP is like an option that is up to 3 years long. Every other part of it is just like an option, like a call, except for it's 3 years long. Now, remember, you can't buy options, regular options on margin, but you can buy LEAPs where you only put down what they said, 75% of it. So if you buy $1,000 worth of LEAPs, you can put down $750. But once it's within 9 months of being of expiration, you have to put down the other 225%. But again, LEAPs are long-term equity options. You can buy a 2 or 3 year LEAP on a stock or an index or whatever it is. So there's a lot of time value with that stuff, but that's the thing. But remember, if they say option, they mean option. They don't mean LEAP. They will absolutely mention the word LEAP. Okay. Okay. So, right. So Greg's right. They're long-term equity options. They can be up to 39, but some can be 36. You will not have to know which, because it's funny. I went on the actual CBO website because I wanted to know, is there a list of which ones are 36 or 39? And actually the website said they can be 36 or 39 months. So there's no rule. They're not going to test you on which one. Okay. 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 Richard, I'm so happy for you. Okay. Richard, that's great. How was the test? Oh, there you go. Liar's Poker is such a great. Understand the guy who wrote that, and why can't I remember his stupid name? He wrote Blindside, he wrote everything. If you start reading his stuff, Michael, why can't I remember that? Why can't I remember the name? Because I'm old. Okay, the guy who wrote Liar's Poker, it's such a funny book, and then all the other stuff. That's awesome. Okay, okay, Shauna, 63, 65, and 66. Okay. Wow, interesting. I didn't know that, Greg. So this is a good point. Greg's always good with info. If they ask you to wear the mask properly, like touching it and stuff too much, I guess after the third time they can boot you. I don't know if that counts as a fail, but that would be really bad. Okay. There you go. You're the plan. It's your job. Think of me as, I hate to say it, Belichick. I like him as, I'm more like Rex Ryan, but think of me as Belichick. Oh, that just catches in my throat when I say that. And I'm just telling you what to do, and you guys have to do it. Okay. Now, the 63 is if you're an agent, you work for a broker-dealer. The 65 is you're an investment advisor representative, you work for an investment advisor. And 63 is 60 questions, the 65 is like 150, and the 66 is a combination of both, and it's 110. I personally think the 66 is easier, but there's another tutor who 100% disagrees with me, and I don't discount it. It may be, but I think the 66 is easier because if you take the 7 and then you take the 66, there's a lot of overlap. And if you take, some people take the 63 first, and then they go, oh, I want to take that, like Greg's doing. He wants to take the 63. He's already gotten past that. He's already done half the exam because the 66 is half 63, half 65, pretty much. Okay, if you like what I'm doing, okay. Okay. Oh, God, Nicole, why would you? I'm going to have to delete, I'm going to have to throw you in the bucket with Joshua. Okay. Can't say Belichick is a man. Although, to be fair, as I say this, Tom Brady's doing well and Belichick's not so much. So maybe it's more Brady than it is Belichick. Okay. 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 I think they got you. I think I got most of the questions. Yeah, that's funny. Thanks. Okay. God. Hey, the thing is, I'm a Jets fan. So yeah, it's just like, although my son's a Falcons fan and they find new ways to lose every week. I feel bad for him, but we went to the national championship game a couple years ago. We did all that stuff, when they were there. Okay. Yeah, I think Eli Manning's the luckiest quarterback in the world. That's what I think. Okay. So Richard, that's awesome. So yeah, so that's the thing. So if you're done with everything, right? Okay. Perfect. Bring your 66 questions next week. There you go. That works. I think, 47 minutes. That's almost not bad. Oh, I got to make sure I don't have any stuff out there. It's starting to rain, I think. Guys, I'm Sergio, this is for anything. If you come in with a 66 question, I will answer it. And don't sweat the math on these things. Sergio, I'm telling you, that I put SIE in Series 7 because it gathers the most names. I don't care. Like when I say how to pass the SIE and a lot of stuff, it's just to get people in front of my eyes. I try to tell people, come on, I'm doing real live. If I get 40, 50 people on here, I'll go longer. I'll go 2 hours. It doesn't matter. My family's all asleep. They're all sick of me doing this anyway. And the more I do here, the less I talk to them, and then they're happy. Okay? Okay, so and I try to switch it up a little bit. I'm trying to create traction to get up there. My job, and I love the guy Brian Lee, but there's 2 people I need to pass now. Okay? Okay. Yeah, of course you do. Of course you vote for a 66 session because that's what you're taking. Okay? There you go. I'm trying with the SIE and get in there. So my goal is to pass Notman and to pass Brian Lee and viewers. I'm working on it. Okay? But here's the thing. If you come in here with a 66 question, boom. And if I do just as dedicated 66 question, it's going to be the 3 people, okay? They're going to be 3 people on the thing asking 1 question, okay? Now, for some reason, I have a hard time remembering qualified, unqualified, tax deferred, pre-tax, Roth, okay. So, I don't have a good way to remember it. I'm just going to tell you what it is. Keep in mind, qualified and this, I'll end on this one. So, both qualified and unqualified grow tax deferred. Everyone say that with me. Both qualified and unqualified both grow tax deferred, okay? So both. No, if I did, I would be a lot bigger than this, okay? So now, I'd have like, I don't know, I'd have a better background. So now, I just like the bullshit. Maybe that helps, right? Okay, so now, qualified and unqualified both grow tax deferred. Everyone say that out loud. I want to hear you say that. Okay, next. Qualified means pre-tax. It's qualified for a tax deductible. Pre-tax, qualified. Qualified pre-tax. That means you did not pay taxes on it yet. So when you withdraw the money, when it's tax deferred, you pay tax on everything. So if you put in 20 grand into a qualified plan, just say you could, and it grows to 100, when you take it out, you pay tax on the entire 100 grand, but you did not pay taxes during the life of it. Non-qualified, okay? Non-qualified means you pay tax on the money as you put it in, kind of like when you pay me. If you guys send me money, okay, if you guys send me money, you've already paid taxes on it because it's out of your paycheck. So if you put it into an account, it's not going to get taxed again. It's already been taxed. So as it grows, same thing. You put 20 grand into a non-qualified. You don't pay tax on it. I mean, you do pay tax on it. Sorry. Qualified, you don't. Non-qualified, you do. See what happens when I talk too fast? So non-qualified, you pay taxes on that money. If you put in the 20, it grows tax deferred to 100 grand. And then when you withdraw it, you only pay tax on the growth, the 80. So you're not getting hurt either way. Either you pay for everything at the end in a qualified, or you pay for a little bit in the beginning and then the rest at the end. Okay? They're both growing tax deferred. Now, the reason everyone gets screwed up on a Roth, because a Roth is the greatest thing ever invented in the history of Wall Street. Because you put the money in after tax, you put in the 20. You can't really, but let's say you put in the 20 and it grows to 100. When you take it out, you pay no taxes on the growth. So you put the 20 in, you pay taxes on it. Then it grows to 100, 200, 500, a million. You pay zero taxes on that money. That's why the Roth is great. But why doesn't everyone do it? Because they have income limits. If you make over 130 grand a year, which is a goal for all of you, if you make over 130 grand a year, you can no longer contribute. If you already have it, they don't take it away. You just can't keep contributing. Okay? I think that works. Please, everyone, if you like what I'm doing, hit the little button to hit like, hit subscribe, hit share it with people. If you think somebody's taking the test, share it. Share it with your boss and say, listen, if you can handle the cursing and all that, I really do help. It's free stuff, okay? Okay. Oh, Billions is great. Now, you're not going to be happy with this year's because you're a little overacting, but it's okay. I love Billions. Okay. Everyone, great. Everyone, wear your mask when you practice. Wash your hands. And Greg, what am I supposed to say? I'll wait. What do I say when I go? I will say it for you. Billions I love. And guys, after you pass the exam, go in there on the bottom like Richard did, and there's a bunch. Yes, thank you, Greg. There are a bunch of books you can read that are very interesting about the books, okay? May the force be with you, and I will see you all on Thursday. And my mouse doesn't work because my dog took off with it. I will. Boom, I love it. Thanks, Stephen. Guys, all you who passed, congratulations. All you are still taking it. We got this. We're going to grind, and we're going to do this. You all have a good night.